So today I want to just get ready for printing the Matthew 25 passage, and I'm going to do a base level, kind of like this, where it's pink and a little bit of gold. So I've got just a block of wood here, and I've got the linoleum block that the final layer will come from, and printmaking is a lot about layers, so I'm just marking that out with a marker to where I see roughly where I need to ink, and then so I'll do initial print just of like a light pink with really lightly done, and then I'll get some gold or some yellow with a separate block, but I'll start just by mixing some color, and I'm using acrylic ink from Speedball, and I really like this pink color. And I'm just going to lighten it up a little bit with some white here. And it's been really cold, and I've been thinking a lot about just the struggles that are there in life. It took me 30 minutes the other day just to get into the area where the chickens are. So you'll see as I'm inking this, just keeping it pretty light. But one of the considerations that keeps coming to mind is the artists don't make and I really mean that in three different ways, but I mean each one of them equally. First off, there should be some kind of commitment to craft and commitment to what you do. So I hand print a lot, or I'll use a spoon or a roller. I'm just going to see what this does with the hand print right now. Yeah, and that's about what I want. That just kind of light pink and white. So that was a good little test. We'll keep running it, and sometimes you don't even have to re-ink, but I'll keep inking in this direction, like here, just like that. The second way I mean it is art is not for me at least, creativity is not a commercial venture. I know that that's the way it's primarily thought about, but for me, and being an artist is pretty synonymous with being a leader. It's creative leadership. I'm trying to lead people into a vision, like the scripture says, for lack of a vision, the people perish. So there's a prophetic aspect of the artist, and because of that, just like the prophets of old, we can expect not to get paid very well. Or if you're doing art just to get paid, then I don't know. I wish you all the best with that, but I don't think it should be a primary concern. Which isn't to say I wouldn't like to get paid, but it's just, again, not the primary purpose of art or the reason that artists exist. It's not a business venture, I guess is another way of saying it. And then the third way that I think about this the artists don't make shit is in the literal sense of it. In recovery, one friend of mine once told me, I ain't shit. And he meant it twofold. First off, that, I'm not some bigwig, but I'm also not excrement, right? So it's about humility. That third sense of the artist don't make. It's really acknowledging that the artist, we don't make anything. We're not true creatives. It's my belief that God is the only truly creative being. And God, in the Word, for example, in the first verse of the Bible, in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. That word created, that we translate as created, in the Hebrew is a word that can only be used in reference to God. So the idea of being a maker or a creator is a dubious prospect, is what I'm saying. So we don't actually make anything. I'm just using things that already exist really to respond to my maker. So with this one, I'm going to put a little streak of pink there and kind of plan it out some. So we get a nice kind of two-tone out of it. I think maybe I'll do one or two more. Kind of carefully peeling it off. And oh, I like that. That's nice. So I'll hang these up to dry in a minute.